And welcome back to Bolivar here in South Australia. Dark skies greeting us for the finals here for the second round of the SP Tools Australian Championships. Hamish Campbell will start on pole in this Cadet 12 final in the number 32, Baxter Jarrett. And a problem here for the 77 machine. That is unofficially. So they've got that thing firing and a young Queenslander gets out there. Baxter Jarrett on the outside front row. Cooper Foley in the 16 has Sebastian Eskandari-Marandi alongside. Then it's Noah Enright in the 35 with Riley Harrison in the 24 out of row 3. Row 4's Corey Carson in the 19 and Lana Flack in the 40. Connor Meyer in the 43 and Blake Purvis in the 6 will line up on row 5. Then it's Etan Delmaso and Joseph Bianchini on the next row of the grid. And we've got Fishley fired, so he is out there. Liam Carr will line up on row 7 with Zach Hilder in the 15. Lucas Costanzo and Kaylin Burke on row number 8. Row 9 is Oscar Singh in the 26 and Harper May in the 62. In row 10, it's Brock Helm and Riley Curtis. And it's Caden Beecham, Fishley, Schweckert, Flack, McCarley, McCurry, Mangano, Goddard, Speed, Wrigley, Kane, Stewart, Bristol, Harrell, Pittam and Crystal. We got them in 36 karts on the grid. A capacity field, the biggest that we've seen all weekend long. We've whittled it down to the best 36 out there. One has a problem and pulls in and out of commission. We're set for a start this time. Who's it going to be? Campbell and Jarrett off the front row. Down to turn number 1 they charge. And into the first turn, it was our pole sitter Campbell who gets the best of it. Oh, it's nice and tightly bunched. Every single one of them continues on. We did have one driver that pulled into the pit area, and that was Lucas Costanzo, unfortunately for him, as they work their way up the back. And it's Campbell who leads the way. And a couple have come to grief over the back part of the race circuit. Through the Castrol Edge, final turn for the first time. We'll bring you the order. And the order currently is Campbell, Foley, Harrison, then Jarrett, Enright, Eskandari-Marandi. He makes a move up the inside at turn 1. Carson, Meyer, Flack, then Purvis and Carr. That's your top 11. As they work their way through, they're starting to spread their way all over this race circuit. What a sight it is. 36 of these things, minus 3. And now through the left-hander they go. What can Campbell do here? Jarrett's been dropped back to 5th position. Foley's into 2nd. And Harrison, he's in 3rd now, and he's really pushing on aboard the number 24, the Victorian. Down to turn number 1 they go. Harrison in the green cart on screen, trying to make his way into 2nd spot. Through the rock corner. Foley there in 2nd position. He's both trying to defend and attack at the same time. It's a good little group. Further back, Noah Enright has got past Baxter Jarrett, so the local hope. He is on the move as well. Eskandari-Marandi, he's starting to close in on the top 3. That is not news that they want to see. Down the front stretch they go. Foley decides to have a crack at Campbell. Caught Campbell unawares a little bit there, and he goes through. Oh, and there goes Riley Harrison as well up to 2nd. And here comes Sebastian. He's all over the back of Campbell. Campbell's already going defensive, and we've only got 3 of our 20 laps in the books. Down the short chute they go. Harrison on the tail of your race leader, Hamish Campbell. Through the right-hander and up towards the Castrol Edge final corner they go. Onto the front stretch. Oh, Harrison gets into the back of Campbell as they come back to the front straight away for SP Tools. He looks up the inside, and are we going to have a new leader? The answer is yes. And Eskandari-Marandi into 3rd. So the fight is on now. We've got about 4 or 5 of them in the battle. Noah Enright joins the back of that in the bright green race suit for Evo Kart South Australia. Through they fight. Eskandari, 2 for the price of 1. Down at the Iami corner. That was a brilliant move by the number 44, the young Queenslander. He's a reigning Cadet 9 Australian champion. Then Harrison, he's in his tailpipe as they go down the front stretch. Harrison doesn't want to let Eskandari-Marandi get away from him. He wants to stick with him and push on and try and get past him here. Through the left-hand route, Vortex Rock corner they go. Cooper Folly down there in fourth. He'll fancy himself for a podium here this weekend. Up to Iami turn they run. Harrison still sticking with Sebastian. Hamish Campbell trying to go with him. He's got his own battle with Folly going on. Enright, he's trying to get onto the train as well. Jarrett to 6, then Carson, Purvis, Flack, Meyer, Bancini, then Carr. Then it's Beecham, followed by Mangano and Singh. Through the Vortex Rock corner they go. Thank you to the team at Vortex Rock Australia at Patrizzi Course for their support in 2022. It's a great battle here, Harrison. Now through the final turn and onto the front straightaway. Harrison on the back of the Queenslander. Another new fastest lap for your race leader at 38.701. That plays at 38.785. That's really academic though, hundredths of a second when you have a look at the gap between them. Campbell's been doing a tremendous job since the start of this championship. He's there in third position at the moment. Folly hasn't really shown his hand just yet. Behind them it's still Enright in fifth. Baxter Jarrett down in sixth. Corey Carson looking for a good performance here in seventh. Then it's Purvis. Flack Bancini has got himself inside the top 10. Then Meyer, Carr, Mangano, Beecham and Helm rounds out your 15. Then the next group is Singh, May, Curtis, Alistair Flack, Wrigley, who had his birthday yesterday. Then Hilda, followed by Goddard, Stewart, Schweikert, Mercury, the South Aussie, he's down a spot. Then Kane, Fishley, Speed, Chrissa and Pittam. That's the top 30 as they sit after 8 laps. Eskandari-Marandi has opened up the gap now. He's decided it's go time as we come towards the halfway point. Campbell has got Harrison on his tail. He's actually moved into second position as Hamish Campbell. That's what's opened the gap to the race lead. So Campbell must have thought that he may be able to throw a challenge that Riley Harrison could not. Cooper Folly sitting there in fourth position as they come out of Rock Corner. We'll see what pace Campbell truly has here as they go up to the Iami corner. Oh, Harrison thought about a move up the inside, but all this does is help your race leader extend the lead. Cooper Folly at the back of this group. What's he got to offer those in front of him? Through Castrol Edge they go. Now onto the SP Tools front straightaway. This is the end of lap number 10. We are halfway home in this one. It's Eskandari-Marandi, Campbell, Harrison, Folly, Carson, Jarrett, Purvis, Lana Flack, who had 2 heat race wins this weekend. She's up to 8th. Enright, Meyer, Bianchini, Carr, Helm, Singh, May. That's your top 15. Then it's Riley Curtis, Alistair Flack, then Wrigley, Hilda, Goddard, then Beecham, McCurry, Diago Stewart in 23rd position, then Schweikert, Kane, Fishley, Chrissa, then Speed, Pittam and Harrell. The ones that are out of the race at the halfway point are Ayrton, Delmasso, Kaylin Burke and Basilio McCarley, along with Lucas Costanzo, who didn't even get to start the race. Max Mangano also on the sidelines. The race lead now is 7/10 of a second. It's been a tremendous weekend to be back here in South Australia for the second round of the SP Tours Australian Championships as Harrison goes for the second spot, and that helps Folly to get closer as well. There's a group coming up behind this as well that might join the fray as Campbell decides to go back up the inside, and here comes Folly now. He did think about making it 3 wide into turn number 1, then backed out of it. Now right behind them, Carson and Jarrett, they join the party, along with Blake Purvis in the 6th. So through the Iami corner they go. The race leaders left the building. He's pulled well clear of this. Carson and Jarrett, the 19 and the 91. They're at the back of the fight for the final step of the podium. Should anything happen to your race leader, of course, they will become the championship round winner. Through the right-hander they go. Harrison. What can he do about Campbell? They've swapped places a few times, but neither one has been able to pull away from the other. Then in fourth position is the number 16 of Cooper Folly. He's been in that position since the race started. Lana Flack up to 7th now. Purvis holding down 8th. Harrison, a big move down the inside. That opens it up for Folly. He couldn't get through on Campbell. So Harrison pulled it perfectly. And now he has got a very clear lead over Campbell as they go down the back straightaway in that battle for the final podium positions. Folly now decides it's his time. He looks up the inside. Campbell shuts the door. He'll have to go around the outside, Folly, or he'll try to get the switch back. The next one in the lineup is Carson, the 91 of Barrett, I should say, who's got past Carson. And Flack's moved up as well, so Flack now up to 6. She's on the move into this group for the podium. The race lead of Eskandari-Marandi is 2.2 seconds. It was a 38.701. That's the quickest lap that he set. Oh, look at the speed that Flack's got. She'll be in the podium here if she keeps going. She's looking to grab 4th position at the moment from Baxter Jarrett. Battle between Harrison and Campbell has got away a bit here. Hamish Campbell's actually the quickest of our top group here in the number 32 machine. He's sitting in 3rd place. Flack's now in 4th spot, so she's had a terrific weekend. I've watched her race a few times recently, and this is by far the strongest that she has looked. As now Campbell goes up into 2nd position. We're working lap number 17 of our 20. Folly's dropped right back down the order to the back end of the top 10 as we come to the front straight away. 2.5 seconds is the gap from Eskandari-Marandi to Hamish Campbell. He's only a few hundredths of a second quicker than Sebastian is Hamish. There's a lot of ground to be made up between now and the end of this race. What can Flack do about the two in front of her? They're still battling it out to see who will finish 2nd or 3rd or become the winner should trouble fall to Sebastian Eskandari-Marandi. I think the rain started to fall again here. I noticed Sebastian wipe his visor as he came past the commentary position. Purvis is up to position number 5. Carson's dropped to 7th there. Noah Enright, the local hope, down to 9th. Hell of a lot going further on back in the pack as we're getting down to the final stages. Yes, indeed, it is raining here at Bolivar, so could there be a sting in the tail to this Cadet 12 final here this afternoon? I can see rain on the commentary box window as Sebastian comes on to get his last lap board. Campbell still holds down to 2nd, and Harrison down to 3rd position. So Eskandari-Marandi, half a lap to go as he goes through the rock corner. He'll work his way down the back straightaway through the Max's flip-flop for the final time. This has been a fantastic performance from Sebastian. He hasn't had everything his own way this weekend. He has had to work for it, and work for it he has, and he's come through to be the best. As now a little bit further back, Flack and Harrison get together, and Flack moves into the 3rd spot. But Eskandari-Marandi gets the 2nd win in a row. Campbell comes home in 2nd. In 3rd place is Lana Flack, and see the celebration as she comes across the line And watch out for the charge of the Light Brigade about to come through the final corner. There's about 15 carts at it. Watch this. Unbelievable finishes. They all come to the line 2 and 3 wide. Your finishing order is Eskandari-Marandi, Campbell, Flack, Harrison, Purvis. Then it's Carson, followed by Folly. Then Jarrett, Enright. Then we've got Connor Meyer, Liam Carr, Alistair Flack, Oscar Singh, Zach Hilda and Riley Curtis as we are